All right, got the battery replaced. Why that other one is, let's turn that off. So that's just a turn signal right. It's Thursday. All right, it's 9:30 and about 64, 65 degrees, cloudy skies. And this is Anderson, Texas. And this video we're not gonna do any fast forward or time lapse. So got a couple of sprinkles of rain coming here. So this will be our last ride. While we're here, we leave tomorrow morning to go to Kyle, Texas, which is just south of Austin. They're winding about 7 miles an hour it was. About an hour and a half ride, 24 miles. Should do a little bit better on the battery today. It's not 15 miles an hour, it's half of that. And yeah, so we'll turn our little lights on again. Kind of just a little brief, little light drizzle going on with southerly wind. I think when I get up to the corner here, I'm going to put my jacket on. It might be just a little bit cool. I think it was a little bit warmer because I was at the back door and I had the dryer going in the utility room and it felt warmer than it was. So I got tricked. So we're back up to the smaller highway here. Turn around here, and then we'll just stop and we'll put our jacket on just to be all right. We got our jacket on. Well, I lost a little foam cap for the microphone again, which really perplexes me. I don't know if you can get an extra foam tip for that. Otherwise, I'm thinking this is the third time I've lost it, so I think I'm going to look into a different microphone. Yeah, so I got this little signal on it. Right now I've got it on flashing red. And you can strap this anywhere, but I think this is the position for me instead of having it over on this side. And it's held on with a little band. These roads are terrible. So it's supposed to be pretty nice tomorrow. I mean, temperature-wise, I think I saw that it's supposed to get up to 75. But tomorrow's a travel day. About a 2.5-hour ride over to my next house sit in Kyle, Texas. So like I mentioned before, this particular video, I'm going to just keep this at regular speed. The other videos, I did a time lapse and it cut out about an hour. So with this one, you get a little bit better picture. The frames per second is better. So that's a nice country ride. I really enjoy this route because, I mean, there's no vehicles on it, basically. It's a rural road. The only part I got is when we go up the road here to Highway 30, we get highway traffic, but there's the shoulder's wide enough for the bike that it's really not an issue. And during the daytime, you know, most of the people are at work and whatnot, so it's not that big of a deal. Oh, missed that one. This road got washed out from the last rainstorm. And here's the Gibbons Creek. A lot of oil pumping stations around here. People drilling for oil and must be getting some success. So this directional controller here, the actual light itself is rechargeable from a USB, and I just charged it up. It took like about 5-10 minutes. Don't know how long it lasts, but we'll find out. The only concern I got right now with this is if the band breaks, I'd have to find some other way to attach it. Well, the drizzle is slowed up a little bit. I do feel a drop here and there. I usually go riding this time of year during the peak of the heat of the day, which would be 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but I'm doing this because I can downshift to kind of a hill coming up. I'm doing it earlier because then I want to clean up the house before I leave. Down to 4th gear. Let's go to 3rd gear. So I want to spend the day cleaning up the house and get ready because I'm going to take off about 8:30 tomorrow morning, since the other people requested me to be at the house around 11:30. And I got to take down a trail camera out in the woods. I never caught a deer, caught tons of raccoons. I think there was a group of 6 that came to the bait pile, and had a possum. And the first or second day I caught a red fox there. So if you're interested on the trail cameras, I got another YouTube channel. It's called Nomadic Trail Cams. And it's basically setting up trail cameras as I go house sitting, either in their yard or a nearby property that's public. And it's interesting. It's a really neat thing to do. It's a good hobby I have. So like I mentioned, this is about a 24-mile loop. So some people have asked, have you been, is this e-biking good for your health? And I think it is. I mean, I'm going to be 64 this month, February 22nd, George Washington's birthday. And it gets you out and about, and you can do as much as you want or as little as you want as far as the exercise. But I'm losing weight. I think since I had this bike in September, I've lost weight. And I was really kind of concerned about it, when I bought this bike, because originally they had a weight limit of 300 pounds. And I was pushing 290. Plus my spare battery and everything, I think I was over that 300, but it hasn't really affected anything. But yeah, I've lost weight on here. I think this morning I was down to 279. And it helps if you can get out every day. Even if you do use the pedal assist on here, you still do get the exercise of moving around and moving your feet and legs and stuff. Well, yesterday coming back on this stretch of road, I headed right into the wind, and it really drained the battery. But this is such a nice country road. This is like the old days, you know, gravel roads, hardly any traffic to speak of. This bike is built really nice for the gravel roads. It's got 3-inch tires. I'm glad I got the 3-inch tires. I mainly got this bike because it was a folding bike. And maybe I'll show you that to you a little later, folding it up and putting it in the trunk. I think without you take the battery, I think the battery is like I can't remember what it was now, 12 pounds. You take the battery out, it's easy lifting and putting it into the car trunk. Yeah, so the directional deal, there's no wires involved. It connects by Bluetooth to each other. So it's really good so far. I mainly bought it because if I make a turn and so there's a car behind me, I want to keep both hands on the handlebars. Well, I don't want anything happening at the last second. But today's a cloudy day, and I can't really see what's highlighted. It doesn't really show. So I think if you want to do this properly, you need to, right now it's on a fast red flash, and so you need to, it'll work with the turn signal on it. But it's going to be the red flash and then the turn signal at the same time. So if you want to click the flashing red light off and then turn your signal on, I don't know. Almost feels like I'm getting coming in from the north, but feels like the wind's coming into my face pretty good, and that's a northerly wind. And I thought it was supposed to be showed on the app that it was a southerly wind, southeast. So we'll see. I was kind of looking at the water over there to see where the calm spot was, and I can't really see a good location right now. So we just eclipsed 700 miles on the bike. I mean, I put this thing through the ringer already since I've had it. You can see the display pretty good today. 4-color display it has on it. The only thing I really wish they had on here was a percentage on your battery. You can see it's just a bar. But it's not really depleting the battery, because for each bar it's 48 volts. You know, I think if I remember right, it was like 35 or 30 volts. That's the empty on it. So it's not really empty, but it is as far as operating the e-bike. But they don't tell you a percentage. And I think I see a percentage when I first start this thing up, but I think this is a generic deal controller, you know, that other e-bike companies use, and they have the percentage on theirs. But I emailed JINKEY, and they said, no, not at this time. We don't offer that on your bike. So maybe if enough people, you know, complain about it, there might be an app or something to change it. Gotta make sure my headlight was on and my tail light, my regular one. And of course I got my horn. Don't use that very often. Got a couple drops of rain. So one thing I'm going to be getting is a different seat. The seat that comes with this is very hard, and I want to get something a little bit bigger and softer, or more comfortable. All right, we're coming up to Highway 30 here, and I want to just step off for a second and maybe readjust this light. You can see that pretty good. Turn this off for a second. I want to reposition this thing. Try that right there once. So I don't think that'll interfere with. See if I turn right on there. Both of them go at the same time. I guess that's not a big deal. But you should disengage that. So it's just one. But on the busy highway here, I want to keep it flashing just so it, I got the regular light on there too, so that works out pretty good. But let's take a drink. And we got three, well, it popped up to 4 bars, but if I can make it down to where we turn off a 30 here. There's a couple dogs here on the right here that always chase me. Don't look like they're out this time. They're not out today. Fooled them. Thought I heard something drop. Yeah, it was the no, it's not there. I don't know. Thought I heard something fall. But since I'm here, I don't really like this here. Thinking, put it back over here. Thought I heard something fall. It's not. Oh well. I'll probably find out what it is later. Oh, I'm missing something. Everything seems to be on here. Still on 2 bars. Not too many people working today. Building something over there. I don't know what kind those are. Some exotic. And there's our kangaroos over there. Let's see if I can zoom in on them. All right. And it just went down to 1 bar. All right. We'll get set up to change out the battery. Oh. All right, got the battery replaced. right, back at the home base. Well, appreciate you guys coming along for the rides here in Anderson, Texas. And you guys look forward to the e-bike rides in Kyle, Texas. It's going to be a little bit different scenery than this rural area. That's going to be more subdivision. We'll catch you again next time. You guys have a good one. Adios.